Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron, New Life Pentecostal Church, Albany, Georgia. I hope you're having a great day in Jesus. A New King James smallest Bible. New King James smallest Bible. And I'm not sure if they're still printing this thing. You would hope, I think they should still be printing the smallest Bible. They did a phenomenal job, like in the customization of the box and all this. It's a two-piece box. This particular one is a snap flap. Not all of them are snap flap, but it's in almost mint condition. Comes with a ribbon marker, has decorative head and tail bands, and you can see, I mean, there is not a scratch on this. Now, I think I got this because on eBay they advertise it as a King James version. Now, that happens a lot. That's one of the dangers you have to do on Amazon, Abe, and eBay, is people who don't sell a lot of Bibles or something, they'll just look at this and say, oh, King James, or they'll look at it and, somehow they'll get King James and they won't look at New King James, and they won't even know that anybody cares for the difference. And so, in this particular one, I got it. Oh, and look at here, it did come with the magnifier. So that is fascinating as well. Now, one thing I want to do before we just dive into this, I'm going to show you a smallest Bible from 1972 in King James. Now you can tell the 1972 edition is substantially smaller, regardless of yap and regardless of snap flap. We're going to see if the print's about the same. Now we're also, let me just show you this. I'm going to do another video, Lord willing, on comparing some smaller Bibles. This is a smallest Bible with snap flap, with two magnifiers, by the way. And this is the King James. It says Nelson King James Version. Kind of makes you think. Let me see what year this was printed. This was printed in Korea. See, it doesn't say. It just says copyright 1970, so I'm assuming that's when the smallest Bible came out. But it doesn't say what year this particular one was printed, but I'm quite sure because of the box, it was printed probably in the 90s to 2000 era. Now you can see that it's going to be much closer in size than the old Nelson smallest Bible. So I did want to just show you that. So I don't want to get these mixed up here. So that one goes there. That one goes here. And this one goes here. I feel like I'm playing checkers or something. And then we come back to this. Now, I'm going to see, boy, that snap flap's tough. See, this thing looks just almost like it has not been opened. Now, I'm going to see, and I'm guessing this is about 4-point print. I'm going to see if we can just get a look at how the magnifier works. Now, I'm holding this about 2 inches away from the page. And I want to show you what it looks like when I hold it down on the page. And you can see there's not much magnification at all. So that really gets people. They're like, well, it's got a magnifier. You do have to still hold it away from the page. Let me see if I can get this back in here. Yeah, I almost want to say that this, they got this and never opened it. But it's got kind of a newer section of the parables and miracles of Jesus on the just like the other smallest Bibles from Nelson, but it is an updated version of it. They've like cleaned it up a little bit. So that's kind of cool. And it's also going to have some really good in-text paragraph headers. I did want to tell you how many pages total this was. This also has red letter. It also has a how God can help you. So before you get to the study helps, it is 1,074 pages. This page should be pretty good representing the paragraph headers inside the text. But again, it is going to be New King James Version. Comes this beautiful blue box. Let's see if we can see what year this guy was printed. Smallest Bible edition. So it says copyright 1984, printed in Republic of Korea, but I don't think this was printed in 84. I think this was printed after 84, and it just doesn't have that information. It actually has some pretty good margins, like to write in, if you were had a proclivity to do that. Now, snap flap Bibles have traditionally been the domain of ladies, but I'm going to tell you, for guys, I mean, you put this in your pocket without a snap flap, it's going to beat up. The pages are going to get all beat up. So the snap flap's really going to help, especially for pocket use. Let's see if I can read this. Okay. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel, say to them, I am the Lord your God. According to the doings of the land of Egypt, where you dwelt, you shall not do, and according to the doings of the land of land of Canaan, where I am bringing you, you shall not do, nor shall you walk in their ordinances." Now we're going to see the print size in this later edition King James smallest Bible. First of all, I'm not sure we can get this on camera. Let's see if we can. See, to me, I can read the King James better. It's obvious that they've tinkered a little bit with the print size. But it is New King James, so it's a whole different deal. And I don't know if this is a proprietary Thomas Nelson text from 1970 or if they got it from someplace even further back. I just don't know. Now let's see how this smallest Bible from 1972 looks. See, now let's see here. This is the King James. Boy, this leather smells good, I'm just going to tell you. See, it does look to me like the snap flap, the newer version of this has a little better print than this 1972 version. Now let's compare. Appreciate Sister Francesca zooming in and out. Let's compare in this. So this is the New King James with the 1972 smallest Bible. I'm really impressed with the margins of this New King James. Just letting you see a little bit here. So let's put this back together. Humpty Dumpty. I'll make sure I'm putting this in here. Together again. I want to see how wide these margins are. I mean, that's that's a 1/4 inch margin. Wow. It's about 2/10 of an inch at the bottom. None in the gutter, by the way. 1/4 inch at the bottom and the top. So very impressed with the margins. Let's take a look. You know, if these things are ever going to break, it's the snap flaps. That's just what happens. Once it's broke, it's broke. I don't know of a way to fix it. So it is 5.1 inches high. It's very thin, by the way. 5.1 inches high. And it is 3.5 inches wide. We do these Bible reviews because we just want everybody to get a Bible. We want people to fall in love with Scripture. And a little less than 1 inch thick. Very handy. So this is the New King James, the smallest Bible with snap flap closure. In text subject headings, how can God help you, Scripture, reference chart, 2-column typesetting, parables, free magnifier, stylish snap flap cover. So there we go. We'll just let you take a look at it. Just fall in love with reading Scripture. This is the New King James Version, smallest Bible. Talk with you later in Jesus' name.